The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Getting some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play.
Touchdown, Hilltoppers! And they jump on top.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had 1 game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
On to attempt the try. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Looking for space. It's Etienne. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, WKU.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Georgia, 0.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Toppers! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Caught behind the line. It's Lovett. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. The snap sets up the throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And the defense doing work. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's 1st quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Georgia sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for a block. It's Hutchinson. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Houston endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Clutch City. And the Cougs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Trying to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's back. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Touchdown, WKU. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Etienne. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Georgia sends out the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Bringing it back, it's Hutchinson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Toppers. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Grab behind the line. It's Young. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, wants to throw it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
56, Georgia, 0.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Georgia going up tempo.
Third down coming up.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
He's got great speed. Bust through behind his pad. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltopper.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he tacked on the extra point.
That makes the score.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Pressure comes. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, WKU. The scoop and score. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. So if the offense doesn't want to take a chance here, they'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Jefferson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go.
All kinds of running room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly.
All kinds of room to the right. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Wants to go up top. Sings it complete to the right. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second and goal for the offense.
It's now second and goal.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Toppers! And the punishment has been extended.
Western Kentucky.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Offense set on first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Western Kentucky! And the beatdown has ensued.
Western Kentucky.
I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Oh, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25.
29 Philly. Ready, go!
To the air. It's back. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line creating some space and getting the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Pockets, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the move, it's Jefferson. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the pass is in. Flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air on first down. Fires on the move. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the move, it's Hampton. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Black 24. Here we go.
Looking to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Out of the gun, the inside give. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And the try is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Looking to throw, it's back. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Coming after it. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Running it back, it's Jefferson. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Georgia, 0.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive.
Makes the grab on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Looking downfield, it's back. Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. On first down, here comes this offense.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
On target to the left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. They're trying to get to him. Buys a little. The ball is out behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
29 Philly. 2-9.
Going up top on 1st down. Fires on the move. Got a wide open receiver. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking for a man. It's back. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hilltoppers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So Middle Tennessee's offense will get the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Excellent field position here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Extending the play. Touchdown, WKU! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that. Just concentration. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's Hutchinson. Makes a move. Smashes through the tackle. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Topper.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Ooh, definitely dodged a bullet there. Listen, the quarterbacks don't run with the football all the time in practice, and they're not used to all that contact sometimes. Have a tendency to cough it up a little bit. A bad play because he coughed it up? Could have been worse, though. Good thing he landed on it.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. He's looking for an open man on second down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Hutchinson. He gets a block. Bulldozes his way through. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Have pushed it inside the 20. They'll throw it on 1st down. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Western Kentucky! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console.
Oh, look out, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield.
And that's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the foot. Time to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. Shoots it to the left. That ball came out a little late, and it was almost picked off. Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltopper.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
28, Middle Tennessee, 0.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Facing a 3rd down, he's short from the 26. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Comes out throwing on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, WKU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by just one over Louisville. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Hutchinson. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Topper! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is great.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
And the extra point is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Just about 30 seconds to go, and you want to score, but the last thing you need to do is give up a cheapie. Quick strike complete. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. He wants to pass it on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point... in the gargantuan category. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll bring it back. It's Hutchinson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Hilltopper. And the route is on. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Dances away from the heat. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He caught it! And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, WKU. And the stomping has commenced.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Sam Houston is currently up big right now. I got to think Huntsville, Texas is ready to party long into the night. They're up 14 over Hawaii. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off play action on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere as a turnover. 1st down for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the left. Touchdown, Topper. And the punishment has been extended. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
Offenses should focus on their guys. defense, like making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Hutchinson. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he grabs it at the 15. Touchdown, Western. And the beatdown has ensued. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. I saw a great example of it right there.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. One final play before the end of the quarter. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, this set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Hilltopper! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right. The defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Touchdown, WKU. The defense takes matters into their own hands. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives... doing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Touchdown, Topper. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
Big-time play for the defense, not only forcing the fumble, but scooping it up, taking it all the way to the house. That's how you change the momentum of a football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
There's an example, Jesse, in the receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Open runway ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown. And the route is on.
Points points and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first one.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point.
Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. To the air on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. After the misfire, now on second down.
29 Philly.
He's looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking for a block. It's Hutchinson. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And
he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Hilltopper. And the stomping has commenced.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to go up top on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
Exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, getting the fumble.
The Hilltoppers are threatening on first and goal. He wants to throw it. He wants it all. And give him another number 6 grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off.
He's going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 25. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hutchinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hilltoppers offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available, but you're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Still running at the 40. And he breaks into the open. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, WKU.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. Impact players for this game. David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. Moves away as he feels pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up 4th down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out, trying to get that football, trying to punch it out. The biggest thing you have to do to create fumbles is everybody fly to the football. Unfortunately, that ball bounced out of bounds, but a nice job ripping it loose and causing the fumble.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Fighting off the defender. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He'll get rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. And here comes the field goal unit. The official says no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To throw, it's Milroe. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. He wants to throw. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Toppers.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Keeps the play going. Quarterback on the move, still looking. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Young. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And once he got loose, it was all over. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Going up top on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And he muffs it, a loose football.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still
Going to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, WKU. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Topper.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads. Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one away.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, the hops. He's off to the races. Just trucks through it. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 12 to Georgia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hilltopper. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job in making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Nowhere to go, and the ball is and the ball comes out. What a stunningly boneheaded play. You can't make a miracle every time. Don't get sacked for the safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Looking for a block. It's Jefferson.
The return is tackled down at the 29. And the Western Kentucky offense.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll give it to him again. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Looking to move it through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. Touchdown, WKU. And the defense doing work. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
This defense is so opportunistic. What a sequence of events. Ball carrier puts the ball on the ground. Defense scoops and scores. Wow.
They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. He's going to pass. Keeps it going. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock.
Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Toppers. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And they did tack on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David. He's going for a big play downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt, it's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats are over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Coming after it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big third down. Trying to get, and that ball is live in the backfield. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on first down. Working the middle. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of time those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team. And that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. Welcome to Dynasty Mode. Next, it's time to select your rosters. Choose to use. Now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Choose your settings and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals.
Hey everyone, this is Desmond Howard and welcome to Road to Glory. Before we get going, have a look around and customize the mode settings to your liking. Here is where you can also set up custom conferences.